Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. We're gonna start with a little cleanse real quick. Got it. Hey, welcome in. Oh, that's good. Well, welcome in. I'm glad you're here. Perfect. All right. I'm feeling a little bit of anxiety in the chat, so we're going to start with blue calcite for easing stress and anxiety. Thank you for following. Welcome in, you guys. Good morning or afternoon if you're here, like in the afternoon, wherever you are. I'm going to go ahead and also use some howlite for stress relief. Oh, thank you, Kit Kat. I love Carolyn. They're amazing. I love them so much. Okay. So I'm being called to use Black Obsidian with the howlite. Great combination for mental health as well. We're needing some grounding on top of just stress relief in general at the moment. Okay. I think that's good for the time being for that. I'm feeling a lot of heart space work today, so we're just gonna go ahead and jump in with some rose quartz for the time being and see where it takes us. I know the intention behind today's live is actually based around self-worth and self-value. Thank you for following. Welcome in, you guys. I apologize for my cat. we're actually going to switch into pre-night. Very similar to rose quartz, but also not the same. Oh yeah, she is. All the time. When she's not stealing my crystals, she's attacking everything. Gotta love cats. Oh. If you're feeling a little bit of tightness in your chest, take some deep breaths. Should go away in just a little bit. You don't want to poke at that too much. Do you mean like just to, I'm sorry, I don't know what a comfort buddy necessarily is. Just like someone to talk to, or? Oh, more than likely. Cats and their, like, I don't know what it is. But if your cat goes after a crystal, you might need to pay attention to it, because sometimes it's a crystal that you need at that moment. Funny how they work like that. Okay. I'm getting called to now use a seashell, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Thank you, moderators. Shout out to my mods for being awesome. Welcome in, you guys. Welcome in, you guys. Welcome in, you guys. Uh-oh. If I just cut out for anyone, hopefully it'll come back soon. So that I lost connection for a moment. Hopefully you guys can still see me. Welcome in, you guys. That's what I was worried about. It's definitely on my side if it's frozen. Welcome in, you guys. Let me know if you can see me in the comments. Okay, cool. Sorry about that. My Wi-Fi's been very finicky. Cool. I'm glad that you can see it. Cool. I'm aiming for an hour for the live, so hopefully my Wi-Fi can handle it. Oh, it's actually, this one is a seashell. I have started using seashells in my Reiki Healing, and fossils, but I love fossils, so I was going to use those anyways. But I learned that you could use seashells in it. This kind in particular is actually really good for self-love and healing. I know, it's very uncommon, and I was like, hold up, but that's awesome. And I got a lot of seashells. So, thank you for following. I'm still feeling a lot of anxiety in the chat, so I'm gonna keep using the seashell, but I'm gonna add in kunzite. My seashell is vibrating. For you as well. Yeah, literally. Seashells are so cool because they're you can use them for a lot of things. But I've never seen someone actually use them in the Reiki on here anyways. But I learned recently that you could use them, and I'm sitting here like, huh, interesting. You can use almost anything, including pieces of wood, because each type of wood has its own metaphysical property. For example, I have next to me, what's it called? Beechwood, so it's, I forget the name of it at the moment, but it's good for transformation and helping transition through hard times and through emotional issues, because it's associated with water. Thank you for following. Yeah, it's really cool. I have a video coming up where I use just like my fossils, and another one where I'm using the seashells too. I'm gonna be probably switching between crystals and the fossils and everything like that. Though I only have like 3 fossils, so I'm trying to get more, but they're kind of expensive. And they all kind of have similar properties, not quite the same, from what I've found so far. They're all good for transformation. Thank you guys for sharing and liking the live. Yeah. Transformation is a huge thing, and it helps so much when you're moving forward. I actually really like it. Okay. We're gonna stop using the shell for the time being because I'm getting called to use the petalite. Good for grounding and also anxiety relief. Thank you for following. Ah, okay. So after we're done with lepidolite, we're going to move into carnelian, and then we're going to work on the sacral chakra, because it seems like today's live is all about self-assertion and being able to assert yourself in a healthy way. Self-interest. So you want to be able to set firm boundaries, so we're also going to work on the throat chakra. Basically, we're going to be working on you guys choosing yourself today. So any self-care or self-love is going to be super important today. Ooh. I actually don't know what that is, but it sounds really cool. Thank you guys for liking the live. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and move into carnelian and sunstone. You might get a little toasty, possibly. I'm feeling like heat radiating in the lower back. Okay, Kat. I also have CPTSD. It's not an easy thing to deal with, and I'm happy that I can be able to help you. I highly recommend working on breathing techniques to help calm down the amygdala. It's the lowest part of your brain, and it's also the thing that controls your fight and flight response. It's extremely helpful to be able to calm that down when you're still, like, learning. Marissa, why are you calling me out? Do I look tired? I can make a video on PCOS a little bit later. Right now we're focusing on self-love and being able to focus on self-interest, basically. Being able to choose yourself. I woke up at 6 a.m., by the way, just to answer your question. My new sleep schedule is trying to go to bed at like 10:30, and then waking up at 6. Because I am a workaholic. Of course. But yeah, I will try to make a video on PCOS. I should be able to post that next week, because I already have all the ones for this week selected. Oh, nice. Yeah, 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. If I can't wake up at 6, I'm going to force myself. I'm just gonna roll myself off the bed at 7 and be like, no, can't be sleeping in like that. I have issues sleeping quite a bit. It was really funny. I was pulling cards for myself earlier, and they were just kind of like, you're not sleeping enough. And I'm like, I mean, I don't know what you want from me. Literally. It's so hard to get up in the morning, especially when you're first transitioning into a new, like, sleep schedule. I'm pretty sure we all have been there. Thank you for following. Alright. This is going to make some people laugh. I can feel that some of you are on your moon cycle. I'm like, oh no. Make sure you guys are staying hydrated. Drink some hot tea or like hot cocoa or something. The thing is, I'm a morning person. I just have issues waking up. The struggles. It's a lady's time of month, or just a general, when a person has a time of month. I don't want to say the word, because who knows, some people are very finicky with that stuff. Yeah. I say moon cycle because, you know, yeah, Aunt Flo, Uncle Tom in some cases is what people call it, which doesn't really make much sense, but also. Yeah, valid. I'm barely a person. So a morning person, a night person, I don't know. Yes, menstrual cycle. Tom, yeah, time of month, so that's what it is, but they call it Uncle Tom rather than just Tom, and I'm like, why? Maybe to make it sound more like hidden. Yeah, I was like, hold on, I'm feeling like that for other people, like I'm not on it, but I was like, I can feel that, that's interesting. It's like the one time I could feel that someone was taking a dab, and I was like, what? I just started like coughing. I was like, what is this? Yeah, that was another one. And when I was in high school, people used that one a lot. Probably, maybe. Thank you for following. Hey, Kate. What am I being called for here? Literally, they were taking a dab and I started coughing because I felt the smoke inhalation and I'm like, oh my goodness. It was sativa. That was very interesting. I was like, all right, cool. On the right side. Take some deep breaths if you're feeling any pressure or pain. The pain is probably not associated with this in particular, but I will switch to my other sunstone, this one because it's a little bit bigger, and send some heat for easing pain. And I'm also using citrine for the solar plexus. Some of you guys need to eat something. Have you not eaten today? Yeah, of course. I don't want anyone to be in pain on my lives if I can help it. And someone might be eating a burrito? That was very weird. The things that I pick up on, I'm like, wait a second. What is this? Good, good. Eat some food. I am. If you want to join me, feel free. Good, I'm glad. See, Reiki works. Definitely eat some food, you guys. I was sitting there like feeling the stomach cramps you get when you haven't eaten in like hours. I'm like, why are you not eating? I'm guilty as charged too, honestly. I haven't eaten today, but I was like, hunger pangs? Really, guys? Thank you. I try to be. It's funny because I work with Loki and you would think I'd be super chaotic, but I make the joke all the time. I'm like, I'm just like the least chaotic person, but I do some really crazy stuff at random, so I guess it's probably like, I don't know. But I handle chaos usually pretty well. I have issues taking jokes sometimes. Oh, gotcha. See, Jada needs to eat food too. Everyone needs food today. Have fun grocery shopping though. That's fair. Try some ginger. That's good for stomach pain. And nausea. We love Jaden. Odin. Yeah, he's cool. You could always get a deity confirmation and see if he actually wanted to work with you. I recently, it's been like a month, found out he's actually one of my spirit guides, so that's cool. Ginger ale's good. Yeah, sometimes people can't, you can also, when it comes to Reiki too, sometimes you won't feel it with certain individuals, but you'll feel it with other individuals, but yeah. So certain tarot readers will do, my brain just fried, deity confirmation, stuff like that. If you go to the link in my bio, I sell it on my Etsy. Sorry, I got the hiccups. Give me a second. I'm good? Oh my goodness, okay. That was random. All right. But yeah, in the link in my bio, I do have some readings available. I also recently added some like one-on-one Reiki sessions. So if you guys wanted a one-on-one, we just have to schedule it. It will only be available on weekends and Wednesday mornings though. So just so you guys know, in the specific standard time for me. With tarot? So each card has its own deity association. Usually with so I'm a psychic, so with my clairs, usually I'll be able to tell if I need to use my runes or if I need to use my tarot. And I just go with that because it'll tell me through the cards who it is. You can ask a bunch of different questions to make sure that it's them and confirm. Usually for me, they pretty much come straight away, except for if you end up with Loki, sometimes he'll be like, oh, well, I'm Pan, or I am someone else entirely, or he'll just mess with you, and he's just testing your intuition, basically, in those moments. He's my patron, so he messes with me sometimes. But, yeah, definitely. Yeah, it would tell me exactly who it is, because the question I would ask, it wouldn't be, hey, is this deity specifically reaching out? It would be, what deity is wanting to work with this person, or is wanting to connect with this person? And then you would get information based off of that. And usually I give you a little message from that deity too, just like what they want to work with you with, or like if they just had a message for you. I do the whole nines. You get it as like a little essay type deal through a PDF. Yeah, I really like doing it. Cool. Okay, so we're gonna switch into the throat chakra now, so that way we can assist you guys in speaking your truth. So I think I did raise the price of my deity confirmation from like $11.11. I think it's not more than $15. I can't remember the exact price at the moment. I'm so sorry. I changed it a couple of weeks ago, I think. Because my spirit team was like, you're undercharging for it, because I always go a little overboard on my readings. Yeah, I try to keep it inexpensive so that way people can afford it. But yeah. Do some of you have a cold by chance? Drinking some hot tea, in this case I'm thinking chamomile, would actually help a little bit. That'll also relieve your anxiety. So I'm doing tarot readings and card readings on the weekend, so you're either going to receive it Saturday or Sunday. Yeah, I was like, someone's like cold here. Pardon me. So all of my card readings will be done on the weekends, because I have weekends off from my other job, so I'll have the time for it. Oh no, not COVID. I hope you guys all recover very quickly, not just from COVID, but from your colds. I was like, somebody's sick. Okay. We're also going to go ahead and use some fire opal, and can't really get a good image of it. Yeah, not really a good image of it, but for stress relief. Yeah, I'm trying to base my schedule around when I actually have time rather than trying to go overboard, because my full work week, I work 3 to 8 every night, Monday through Friday, and in the mornings the plan is to make all of my Reiki videos on Mondays. Tuesday is a Reiki live, hello. Wednesday I take the morning off usually, hey, so that way I can get some rest in between the work week, because I have a tendency of burning myself out really quickly. Thursday is when I make witchy educational videos. Friday I go live on here again for Reiki, and then the weekend for my other work, but also rest. If you're what kind of pain first and foremost, but amethyst is really good for pain relief if you're going for crystals. Otherwise, Epsom salt baths, if it's a... Anyways, so basically speaking, when it comes to pain relief too, it really depends on what's going on. I would always go for physical ailments over metaphysical. So if you're going for pain relief, make sure that you are actually going to your doctor and everything if it's something that you think that they would be better suited to help you with, things like that. Okay, so for that one, for leg pain and open ulcers, I would probably use amethyst if you're going for crystals, and then yellow jasper. You can either meditate with them or just like put them on your body and like sit there with it for a while. I'm gonna go ahead and switch from peacock ore over to sodalite. Yeah, always go to the doctor when you need to. And of course, thank you, Jaden. Sorry for all the trolls in the comments, you guys. They've been very active the last couple of days. I've been blocking people quite often. I found that usually if you ignore them and you don't give them what they want, they tend to leave you alone. Or try to. That is quite the combination right there of these crystals, and I'm not sure if I like it. I'm gonna switch to amethyst instead of sodalite. Yeah, that's better. Definitely get something to eat. Have a good day. We're gonna be live for about another 25 minutes. Thank you guys for liking the live. Yeah, I was like, I don't know if I like this combination. It kind of, I wouldn't say it hurt, but it was uncomfortable. So I was like, I'm gonna switch out of that one, even if it said, my intuition was like, yeah, use that. I'm like, no, not today. Even the amethyst with the peacock orb seems a bit much today, so we're just gonna use the amethyst for a minute. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, I was like, I'm also going to use the bigger amethyst. Just amethyst. Ah, OCD, yes. So I actually have OCD too. Grounding crystals. So black obsidian, smoky quartz, those two are my favorite pair for that. Also, crystals for stress relief. So again, smoky quartz, but blue calcite, amethyst, and specifically howlite. Those are my favorite. Thank you. I love my amethyst. Oh yeah, I feel it. Well, not today yet. I have to go to work, but I work at a tax office, so you can imagine. But I still have a few hours. Ooh, ouch. Someone's getting a bit of a tension migraine, or maybe someone who just popped in does have one. I'm gonna go ahead and focus around headache relief now. Just Reiki for a little bit. Thank you for following. Definitely. Actually, sometimes I can. Whatever the collective needs the most is what I end up picking up on when it comes to a group session like this. But when it's a one-on-one session, I can feel basically most of the body ailments, so whatever I need to focus on at that moment. No, I'm so sorry, Funky. Migraines are absolutely horrible. I would definitely recommend staying hydrated, so drink lots of water. If you can stay in like darker places, that might be better. But you guys are following. Some of you might be getting third eye activations during this. If you start feeling a light pressure in the middle of your forehead right there, just take some deep breaths. You're okay. Thank you. Clockwise formation means putting in intention. Counterclockwise is taking out, and like, it's removing things, basically. I'm glad that I can help. 10:10 on the clock over here, if you guys like angel numbers. Well, this is one that's a little bit strange, but I'm getting called to use Vivianite for the headache, so I'm going to go ahead and use Vivianite. Oh, I see. Migraines caused by tension in relation to negative patterns. You're welcome. It is kind of like a brain cleaning. If I'm doing a thorough chakra cleanse on you guys, the way that I was guided by the angels in order to do that in specific, I would basically be scrubbing. So it does feel like you're being like scrubbed clean. It's very awkward, but it takes a lot of focus. Fun fact for you. Of course. I'm feeling this one actually in the heart and in the solar plexus. Oh no. I hope you're feeling a little bit better. Oh, I love aura light too. Thank you for the rose. Oh, hey, Sunshine. Thank you for following. I saw you yesterday. I'm glad that I could help you feel better. Yeah. Seems like everyone is sick today. Welcome in. Would you prefer to be called Maganda or Sam? Oh, you know, that's a fair point. A lot of people I know also got the flu. Alright, we're gonna go back into migraine relief because I'm still feeling a lot of pressure in the head. Okay, this is gonna look a little weird. Okay. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you made it in. And that you like my videos. I'm gonna go ahead and use some amethyst again for pain relief in the head. My cat. Thank you for following. It's starting to ease up in the front, but the back of the head is still experiencing some more pain too. Did someone hit their head? Specifically on the right side? I'm feeling it on the left, but usually I end up mirroring you guys. Thank you for following. Oh? Ah, okay. I was thinking it might be like concussion based at first. So that would make sense. I'm sorry that you have to deal with that. That's not an easy thing to deal with. Pain in general is never a good thing. Some of you might get a little drowsy in a second. And possibly a little chilly. I also have another random question. Is someone drinking a slushie? I just like picked up like, what's that place called? Like 7-Eleven slushies, and I'm like, what? It's snowing? Okay. That's so funny. In New York? Yeah. Thank you for following. Yeah, one of the reasons I love Reiki is it's really good for pain relief, tension relief, I specifically started Reiki Healing actually to aid in my mental health issues because I have CPTSD and MDD and a few other different things. But I love Reiki because it can help with so many different things. It's so, you can literally use it for almost anything, and I love it. Makes me happy. Plus, being able to help everyone else that I am capable of helping to, who are willing to accept my healing, that makes me happy too. The tapping method for like anxiety relief and grounding? Yeah, my therapist had recommended that too. Watermelon, I love that. Yeah, gotta love that. Talk about trauma. Oh my goodness. Thank you guys for the roses. Oh my goodness. Oh, I love cats. Yeah, working through the trauma is extremely difficult. I started my healing journey officially, well, what I count as healing journey, like 4 years ago, after I got out of like a really bad relationship. It takes a lot of work and a lot of effort, and it's not an easy journey, but I'm proud of you for doing it and for trying to help yourself for sure. I love that. My cat keeps wanting in the room, but she's gonna have to wait. She can steal my crystals later. She does that. Specifically the black tourmaline. She really likes that crystal, which is really funny. I'm gonna go ahead, and fair warning, this thing is kind of like huge, and add the clear quartz in. You always want to use therapy, and if you need medication, do that too, but pairing it with metaphysical is also helpful for some people. For example, I started being a witch for also helping with my mental health. So spell work on top of my therapy, shadow work, journaling, all of that kind of thing, Reiki healing, all of it added together has helped me severely, like intensely. It has made things so much easier for me to be able to cope. It has helped me through so much of my pain. You can't just like, oh, I did tell my therapist that I'm a psychic. Luckily, I actually had a spiritual therapist. I specifically looked for spiritual therapists who are good with spirituality, because if I can't talk about my entire life, it's gonna be a little bit impossible to work with that person. So I specifically looked for someone who was into spirituality. Different concept, of course, but yeah. But you know, when I was saying earlier, always balance metaphysical and physical. Yes, so I actually, my matron is Hecate. She was basically the first deity that I started working with, specifically for guidance on healing my mental health and on my healing journey. And I have a few different altars set up, but Loki is also my patron. He will force you to work on your trauma, very, very much so, whether you like it or not. They both will, honestly. And yeah, they're really helpful, honestly. They've helped me a lot. If I missed any comments, I'm sorry. Some of them will listen to what you have to say about it, but they're going to take it at face value rather than knowing most of them, unless you specifically have, like, a very specific therapist. Exactly. Different modalities. It helps a lot. Ooh, keep practicing though, because then you might be able to see it more regularly for the aura. I am still not I can only see aura in certain moments. Archangel Michael is the one angel who is the most prominent in my practice. Archangel Metatron has also been fairly active. And then I have asked for assistance before from the other archangels as well, but those ones are the ones that are most common in my practice. I am not in a specific chakra right now. We're working on pain relief. Though if I was with these crystals, it would be the crown or the third eye. Exactly. But also trauma can be stored in the body as well. So in your sacral chakra, for example, the easiest way to work through that, dancing or yoga, things like that. You have to be able to work it out of your physical body on top of just your mental, which people don't tell you about, which is really hard to get through the trauma because it's in your body, especially if you have CPTSD. It's emotion-based. Of course. Oof. Hopefully the pain relief will help. Feels like some of the migraines have lightened up, but there's still one, maybe like 5 is what my brain is saying, but like in the back of the head. Thank you for following. Of course. Some of you might be feeling it in your ankles. So if you have an ankle injury. So PTSD and CPTSD, the main difference is CPTSD is prolonged trauma, usually starting in your childhood. It's a bunch of different traumatic events or a traumatic event that lasted for a long time. For example, with me, it involves neglect, childhood abuse. But for me, I've had a lot of different traumatic events happen from the age of like 2.5, maybe 3, up until I was 23. So yeah, so my aura is usually shown as like a teal, green, and purple. Those are the colors that people mostly pick up on for me, which is funny because green is my favorite color. Oh, it's actually funny that you said that in particular. Can you talk about what type of pain manifests from physical pain from spiritual neglect? Yeah, so you can actually get way more migraines from spiritual neglect. You can get physical ailments. The thing about it too with mental health, especially, because I'm going to add that in because for me, those are very much interlocked. When you ignore your mental health and you end up spending way too much time not focusing around healing, prolonged trauma can actually cause physical ailments. For example, I used to end up in the hospital all the time, but the doctors would not know what was wrong with me because I would be super sick, but they would have no reason for it. It was because I had years of prolonged mental illness that was untreated and undiagnosed. Well, I was diagnosed, but they ignored that. But when it comes to healing, a lot of people will ignore the fact that that can cause physical issues. It can cause physical pain. It can cause like nausea, like stomach issues, migraines constantly. You can feel exhausted. You can feel like, actually it can also cause like binge eating and other kind of like, what do you call it? Digestive issues and like bulimia, things like that. I'm forgetting the name of it at the moment, but you guys know what I mean. The thing is, people kind of just ignore that. And you don't have to be a spiritualist in order to heal those things, like a hormone imbalance too, 100%. Yeah, I used to have the same issue. What was that comment? Yeah, I started the spiritual path in order to help me heal. For a really long time, even though I went to church and everything, I was not religious because of all the trauma at one point. This might be a little triggering for some people, as a fair warning. For a really long time, because of everything that I had gone through, I had basically ended up being like, well, how could there be a God if he let this and this and this happen to me? I was just trying to go with the wrong deity, first and foremost. But also, you know, we have to be able to grow. I'm not saying that things happen like for a reason necessarily when it comes to that. I don't like the concept of, you know, God gives the hardest battles to the strongest warriors. I don't go with that. What I say is we all have free will, and unfortunately so does everyone else. So we can't control the actions of other people, and they will hurt you. Not everyone's going to hurt you, but we can't control what they do. And when we don't know how to take care of ourselves, or we are unsuspecting and naive, we fall for difficult situations. It's unpleasant, it's uneasy, it hurts, and it breaks us. And then we have to choose for ourselves to be the repairer. and build ourselves back up. One thing that my therapist always tells me, we have to choose ourselves and make ourselves our first priority, regardless of what anyone else has taught you. Because if you aren't choosing yourself, no one else is going to put you before anyone else. You have to be your number one person. Thank you, actually. I would like to write a book. It's hard to get my words in order, which is the biggest issue. But I do plan on it for multiple different things. I have a few, what do you call it? When you're writing out, I have outlines written out for some of my book ideas. I just haven't gotten the chance to sit down and write them because I am a workaholic. Hopefully over the summer I'll have some more time, but I'm going to try to. I just need to figure out how I want to go about it. As for deities, I do offer deity confirmations. I do my readings on the weekend, so you'll either receive it Saturday or Sunday if you wanted to do it. I think it's under $15, but I can't remember the exact price. Funky, that means a lot, actually. I couldn't think of words to say in that moment. It touched my heart with that one. The thing with me, I have always wanted to help other people heal. Because of the trauma I experienced as a little kid, my biggest thing was I wanted to help other people to heal from the things that they've gone through, or to protect them so that way they wouldn't have to go through the same things that I did. Trauma is really hard. Yes, the link in the bio, it's actually my Etsy account. And I do actually offer Reiki sessions now. It would be only Wednesday mornings, Pacific Standard Time, or weekends, so Saturdays and Sundays. But that would be between the times of 9 a.m. and, again, Pacific Standard Time, and like 10 p.m., also Pacific Standard Time. Thank you. I tried to be helpful. I try to be able to be the person that I always wish that I had in my life when I was younger. You gotta become the parent you never had. If some of you feel like crying, it's okay to cry. I'm feeling like a buildup of emotion. I'm so glad that you have a good counselor. That's so important. If you can't get along with your therapist or your counselor, then it's really difficult to be able to heal with them. Olympia, Washington. Massachusetts, nice. I have some ancestors that live there. Oh no. Okay, so mediumship, yes. It's a little bit more complicated with me and it's hard to explain. But yes, short answer. Oh, so after my live, I'll go and double check that it's actually on there. It might have been the one that I didn't add back just yet, but I will re-add it. I had added a few other ones and I got distracted because of my other job. But I will go ahead and add that after the live, so if you guys want to check again in like 20 minutes after, so like maybe 11 o'clock over here. Yeah. Oh, I love that. Actually, at my new job, when I got hired at the tax place, the person who hired me, my boss, she is also a certified Reiki master, and then one of my other coworkers who got hired at the same time as me is also. I was sitting there like, how did she hire us without knowing that? All at the same time. How crazy is that? That was so cool. We just like found each other by chance. It was so cool. Alright, I'm still feeling a lot of headache pain. I know. Thank you guys for following. Hello, Tracy. Yeah, that one's really hard too. Teenage trauma as well. You're gonna get through this though. It's gonna be okay. You just have to make sure you're taking deep breaths and focusing on you the best way that you can. Therapy can help, medication if you need it. Don't feel ashamed or feel like it's not a good thing to take medication. If it helps you, it helps you. That's the important part. When I was in high school, I took antidepressants for a couple of years. It took a lot of trial and error to find one that actually worked for me. I gotta tell you though, the first time it actually started working, I cried my eyes out from like joy, because it was like the first time I don't want to go too dark, but like it was the first time I felt like I could really breathe. So oh yeah, someone's getting cramps. Heating pads will help. You guys might get a little toasty. I'm gonna switch from the clear quartz to yellow jasper. Actually, it's funny you said that, Ladybird. I will be posting a video soon, and I think it's 2 days from now, for manifestation. Like, actually, I used the manifestation stones that I have, and it should be really helpful. Research chemical? Yeah. Right now we're using fire energy, which, by the way, so I'm attuned for 4 different types of Reiki at this point, and one of them is a 4-element Reiki. So randomly you're gonna feel like cold for water, or like sometimes cold for earth, but usually it's kind of more like a lukewarm, like you're hugging a tree kind of feel. And then heat is fire, clearly, but I can also add fire and water together and do like hot water. Oh, I just use like little thumbtacks, to be honest, to hang my tapestries. I just use thumbtacks in like the 4 corners. I do it in the 4 corners because otherwise the wind will like lift it up at the bottom, and I'm like, no, I don't want that. But also plants all around me, so I don't want it to like mess up my plants. Yeah. No problem. Yeah. I took a little bit of trial and error. For example, I couldn't use thumbtacks to hang up the vines on my ceiling. I had to use a stapler, which was awkward, but it works. Welcome in. I do have to hop off in like 3 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead and do another quick cleanse for the energy, and then I'm gonna do an energetic protection for you guys, okay? Where did I put my selenite? There it is. And we will be going live every Tuesday and every Thursday from now on at 9:30 a.m. Sometimes I might hop on a little bit earlier, but it's probably going to be 9:30 on average. And then sometimes I will be hopping on in the evening on Sundays, but not all the time. Thank you. I'm glad that you like it here. Thank you guys for following. Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, Pacific Standard Time. So, like, for example, it's 10:39 over here right now. AM. Thank you. And thank you guys for the roses. Of course. I'm always happy to help. I'm still feeling that tension migraine. You guys should probably take some medicine, maybe like ibuprofen or Tylenol to help with that. Also drink lots of water, and if you can take a nap, I would probably do that too. Just gonna like focus on this one spot. Yeah, I've been feeling a lot of migraines in the chat, and I was trying to work through them. I got through a few, and some of them are very persistent. Also, well, we're gonna do an energy protection anyways. Some of you guys need to focus on cleansing your aura a little bit. So if you're gonna take a shower, I would recommend just imagining or visualizing the negativity washing off of your being and off of your aura down the drain through the water. Or like, if you have moon water, just drink some moon water. Cleansing spray, going outside and asking the wind, be like, hey wind, can you please cleanse my aura or energy of the negativity that I picked up from others? And then just let the wind hit you. So it's just water that you put out under the full moon. Yeah, you just leave it out all night basically, and then before the sun comes up or like right after, bring it right back in and keep it away from the sunlight. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and move into energetic protection. We're gonna use 2 different crystals, black obsidian and black tourmaline. There is a woodpecker outside my window. We're gonna go ahead and use this one. Of course, and I'm glad that you enjoyed it. I try to be as helpful as I possibly can on my lives, and I enjoy talking about the information that I've gathered. I like being able to help people help themselves. Alright guys, that'll be all for today. I look forward to seeing you on Friday, or if you just look at my videos, I will see you then. I love you guys. I hope you have a wonderful day, okay? Get some rest, drink water. See you next time.